Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, it's Sunday. The work week is just about to begin again. Didn't get a whole lot done. Well, I. Whoa, wait a minute. Where'd that go? Holy crap, where'd that go? Oh, yeah, there's not much in the X2 right now. Been yanking stuff out. It needs cleaning. Of course, we got the OBR sitting in there, just test fitting it. Kind of seeing where my existing gear's going to go. Kill switch, how I'm going to wire all that stuff, how I'm going to run it, all that good stuff. So, didn't get a whole lot done on it. Still kind of making a parts list of everything that I'm going to need. Spent a lot of time on Dave's motors and realized, oh, yeah, it could get kind of costly. But you know what, though? It's part of the hobby, right? There's a lot of cool parts for it, almost overwhelming the number of different manufacturers that make stuff for this particular chassis. I think I'm going to go a couple notable things. I'm going to go with the MIP racing brakes for it. We're going to go with aluminum here and here. Going to go with the Turtle Racing clutch bell mount or housing, if you want to call it that. Turtle Racing here. I don't believe Turtle Racing makes one for this, but I think it's a Dave's DDM piece here. And the rear center brace, which isn't there, I'm going to go with Turtle Racing as well. Battery box is probably going to stay factory for now until I find a suitable replacement for it. I might look at the FID stuff. I don't know. Some of that stuff looked pretty cool. I'm starting to rebuild the diffs. Here's the rear section. Excuse the mess. It's kind of in pieces right now. That's nasty. But all the camber adjustment for the rear and the front, they're getting replaced. Excuse the mess, because it's kind of looks like a tornado or a bomb went over here. The bomb went off. Rebuilt the diff here. I'm going to have to order a new O-ring. I don't think that one's... It's not negotiating the spot where it sits very well. It's been kind of a pain in the ass. Pulled the battery box. Gotta clean it up. It's kind of a crappy mess. It's never been cleaned, obviously. I'm going to stick it in the dishwasher after I kind of brush off some of the other stuff. Put it in the bath and just kind of clean it up a little bit before I stick it in the dishwasher. That's another point. If you've got a dishwasher, it works really well for plastic parts. Just FYI. So, that black stuff came out of the diff. I don't think this thing had ever been maintained. It's kind of scary. That's just basically some brake parts cleaner that thinned up the fluid that was in there. The rest of it was diff fluid. It was nasty. So I'm going to put it, probably rebuild this diff, keep it as a spare because I'm running a spool. I'm going to run a spool for the rear and the center. Keep a front diff in the car, just for cornering or whatever when I'm racing it. Let's see. Not really sure about the battery box. I might go aluminum there. We'll just have to see. Insanities in pieces. Boom, boom, boom. So, eventually this thing's going to go back together. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I wanted to fix it, but kind of conflated on what I want to do. Or undecided, maybe. You know, it'll go back together. I think all the servos and stuff will stay in it, the Savo servos. I'm probably going to go with the waterproof ones, the waterproof Savos in the X2. Been pretty pleased with the performance of the Savos anyway. The battery box, still trying to figure out where I'm going to put all my telemetry and radio gear and whatnot. So just kind of playing with that whole thing. Spent a lot of time on Dave's Motors this weekend. Coming up with a parts list. Going to run a Victory RC big bore pipe on the X2. Not really sure of gearing yet. Anybody have any suggestions about gearing? Throw them in the comments. I know the 1958 gear set is the factory gearing, but you know, I don't want to bog if I'm coming off a corner. I want some throttle response. So, you know, suggestions about that. With the Red Cat, I had no problem with throttle response off the corner. It had incredible torque coming off the throttle. Not a whole lot of top end, but you know what? That's all right. So I might try a higher pinion gear and maybe a little bit smaller spur gear. So we'll kind of see about that. Yeah. Anyway. So, a little bit of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to run Turtle Racing front brace, Turtle Racing rear brace, Turtle Racing aluminum. Of course, it's aluminum. Turtle Racing clutch bell carrier. Let's see. Probably the one I picked out for the center brace or the top brace was Dave's Discount Motors. And as far as the turnbuckles go, your steering linkages and your camber adjustment, I'm gonna run the DJI stuff like I did on Insanity. And they sell a kit over there for like $99 or something like that. That's got all 6 pieces that you need, and it's some heavy duty stuff. I mean, it's the size of my pinky. You guys have seen it. Other than that, I'm gonna different fuel line. Go with much larger fuel line. Got to replace the carb on it. This part ended up busting off whenever I was removing the fuel line, so I got to replace the carb for that, or maybe replace the part for it. Honestly, this here, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's hard to focus in on that. It wobbles. It's got that wobble. Causes an air leak. So I'm going to get the one with the modded bearings. It's a little bit more money. It's like $75 for a carb. But it's got the bearings to where it lasts a lot longer and doesn't have that wobble. So anyway, I better get out of here. My 10-minute limit on my phone is about to hit, so if anything else pops up, I'll be sure to post it. Like it, comment on it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Everybody have one quick thing. The MIP brakes, racing brakes, those are the brakes I'm going to run on this. They are a little bit more expensive, but they're full disc and with replaceable brake pads. So those are what I'm going to run. Anyway, everybody have a blessed week, and we will catch you later.